oral program shall be the umbrella program of DepEd for learning recovery. So, hindi naman mawawala yung ating mga programs, kundi inilagay na lang sa isang umbrella. No? Para ipon na doon kung ano man ang programa that is under ng aral para sa bridging ng mga learning losses natin. Okay. So, ito yung una, yung NLRP. NLRP, NMP, National Science and Technology Program. Papalitan na ngayon ng aral program. Tatawagin na lang ng aral reading, aral mathematics, aral science. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng aral? Academic. Yes, academic learning. Aral ng aral para ma-reach or ma-bridge ang gap. The scope and coverage applies to all public, elementary, and secondary school, the K-10, CLCs, and qualified private institutions. Target learners, yan, returning from FARLA, below minimum proficiency in reading, mathematics, or science, failing assessment as determined by teachers. Private school learners under ESC included if slots allowed. Next. Ito na yung hindi na tayo mamumroblema. Di ba nung unang panahon, magbibigay tayo pa ng mga remediation, mag-a-ask ka ng permission na magkakanda kami. Ito programa na talaga. So you don't need to ask for any permission to implement such program. Okay, scope and coverage, subject coverage and grade levels. Grade 1 and 2 to 10, reading and math. Grade 3 to 10, science. Kasi walang science ang 1 and 2. Totally wala ba?
Integration.
Very good. So, hindi naman talagang walang science, kundi naka-integrate sila. Ano? Tulad halimbawa, mga parts ng body, naka-integrate lang siya sa health. Pero yung mga nag-i-implement ng mga science classes natin, SSES, from grade 1, meron na po tayong science. Sabi lang, paano pagka pinagdak ng weekend ko, nandun din ako para i-monitor ko kung talaga, sabi ng mga school heads. Humana po tayo ng paraan kung paano din naman mag-monitor at maging meaningful. Baka naman mamaya mga bata pumunta na, naglabulan na lang, pawis na pawis uwi. Darating ang mag-i-end ng school year, anong nangyari sa programa? Wala. Na-bridge ba ang gaps? Hindi. Bakit? Kasi ginagawa ng weekends, hindi na mo monitor kung talagang meaningful ang remediation na ginagawa. Okay. Nasa na tayo? Alright, the schedule and additional manpower to implement this program should be reflected in the school forms area. Ayan po, kayo na lang ang tumingin nitong matrix na to, ha? O baka naman anyone from the PMT mag-present nito, Ma'am Jel. Mas naiintindihan niyo siguro.
This is our matrix. So, sabi nga, we'll be staying here up to 3 days. For day 1, andito na tayo sa opening program. Tapos na tayo, statement of purpose. Then, 10:15, syempre, we'll be taking our break. After this session, maghihiwalay. I know, maghihiwa-hiwalay tayo. Ang secondary, I do not know kung saan mag-stay si secondary at saan si elementary. So, at 10:15 to 12, we'll be having the orientation on the administration of the rapid math assessment for key stages 2 and 3. So, yung key stage 2 sa elementary, 4 to 6, and key stage 3 for the junior high school. So, the facilitator as what's sinabi ni Ma'am Joy, as stated ni Ma'am Joy, this stage 2 will be facilitated by Sir Sharif, and yours truly will be the key stage 3. So, at 1 to 3, yan. Kasi medyo po mahaba talaga itong RMA na to. Continuation up to 5 o'clock. So, magkakaroon tayo ng walkthrough ng RMA, TOS, the test questions, and other test materials. I do not know kung lahat ang iba po ay nakapag-conduct na nito. Pero sa aming case, nakapag-conduct na kami kahit wala pang sinasabi si Ma'am. Hindi namin alam, bida-bida kami, hindi namin alam na magkakaroon pa pala ng orientation training about this. So, day 2, you'll be having first MOL, of course, the usual MOL. Then, at 8, from 8 to 10, we'll be having the situationer of learning outcomes in mathematics, and this will be facilitated by no other than Sir John Ray Menso from the Subnice Comprehensive Nationalized School, followed by the use of manipulatives. Hindi ko na babagitin kasi automatic naman after one session, there will come the session break. So, the use of manipulatives in intervention programs for struggling learners, and this will be facilitated by Ma'am Amelia Serna, wherein her co-facilitator is Ma'am Crisel de Simon Binalambang. I do not know if it is for elementary. Yan. Kasi po, hindi ko rin nakikita yun sa amin sa junior high school. So, yun lang po yung alam ko. Who will be discussing this manipulatives in intervention program for struggling learners? Ma'am Jen, ikaw ba yun? Sino po yung mag-discuss doon? O, so, wala po nakalagay. Continuation mo, sir, yun?
Next slide po.
Next slide ba yun? Okay, so, sorry. Ayan naman pala eh, kaya naman pala. Kita for elementary talaga yun. So, nandun tayo sa day 2 for secondary. You'll be having the Khan Academy platform. I do not know kung naka-attend na kayo nito, but still, kahit tayo uma-attend ng training, pag hindi naman natin laging ginagamit, nalilimutan natin. Tama? Okay, so, dati-dati nga, alam ko yung mga interactive application ngayon. Since hindi naman ako nagtuturo, hindi ko na alam kung anong tawag doon sa interactive na application na yun. RMA. I do not know kung nakapag-conduct na rin kayo. Ano, Ma'am Pilipina? Nakapag-conduct ka na ba? Si Ma'am, sino ba yun? Si Ma'am Peng, I miss Ma'am Peng. Peng? Nasaan na yun? Yan. Sino kaya yung kasama ni Ma'am Peng dito? Ay, si Sir Lemore. Ayun na. Kanina, sino kaya ko kanina Sir Lemore? Papala yung mukha nun. Gusto ko. Oh, natanda na talaga. Paano naman hindi tatanda, ha? Ito naman yung mga kasamahan ko lang naman noon, mga fellow MTAP coaches, di ba? Ito na yan. Ito na yung kami. Ikaw din nun, di ba? Ay, nako. Ito sinasabi ko, Sir Lemore. Sir Lemore, congratulations. Head teacher ka na pala. Ayun, si Sir Lemore. So, just go po. East, West, ano ba yan? O, basta, sa from San Jose. Ito, pinakabata sa aming mga kasama ito eh. Yes, and now. Thank you very much for coming. So, side, lagot ako kay Sir Fred. Nasaan? Yan. Si Sir Lemore na talaga pala yun. Okay, sino pa hindi nabanggit? Ikaw talaga naman, dalawa naman pala kayo. Facilitated by UP Mismen. Mag-ano na ako, tawag parang, magpipresent ako, napipresent nila. I did not attend this online orientation. It was Ma'am Joy. KS3, Key Stage 3. Okay. Let us have a math warm-up. Let us get your mind ready. Okay? So, here is the directions. This is hindi pa rin malagyan ng tamang sagot. Okay. As a versatile evaluation tool. In the sense, evaluation, this is versatile in the sense that it can be adapted. It is adaptable in the sense that it can be adapted or used in various ways and just to assess different aspects of this subject. To cater the different students, the students with different ages and abilities. Critical. And these are the competencies or topics that are linked to another grade level. So whatever the result is on this test, we cannot say that or we cannot use as the basis for saying, walang natutunan itong mga estudyante ito during the previous grades. Tama? Sasabihin, nakakainis naman ng mga elementary teachers, hindi man lang tinuruan itong mga basic skills ng foundational competencies. Walang mastery. Okay.
So this has something to do with readiness test. Me, I'm not included in that team. So the experts, I must say, consider that this RMA is not an achievement test because they did not consider all the learning competencies, all the topics on that particular grade. If only they consider that, so that is not a readiness test. Whether it's content. Okay? So they consider the foundational content, yung mga basic skills. No, they consider that. They look at the mathematics, mathematic curriculum, and then they chose the topics on that content, and of course they thought that these are the topics that are most critical one, along with the most critical competencies. Or not, they can interpret the content to various contexts, whether or not they can apply a particular content to another context, whether or not they can reason with the content on how they know, on what they know. Education. University of the Philippines, National Institute for Science and Mathematics Education Development. Bago ako pumunta dito sa ulo ko yung UP Nismed, hindi ko na rin nasa ulo. Okay? So, the team started with the construction, of course. Kailan ba tayo, ano bang ginagawa natin pag nagawa tayo ng test? Alright. Hindi yung test muna bago TOS ha, baliktad. Pero kami nun, the revision of the test items, the scoring guide, and this time there is now incorporated now with the answer sheet. May answer sheet na siya. Siyempre, dun pa lang sa first tryout, nandun meron na silang statistical, nagyan na rin nila statistical analysis. Pero hindi pa siya masyadong concrete ika nga. So, nagkaroon na revision about these test items. Meron ng scoring guide this time. Meron ng answer sheet. Now, after that revision, here comes now the second piloting. On the second piloting, they tested the test items, of course, the scoring guide, the answer sheet, to the 300 plus students. So itong 300 plus students are from, I remember it right, para bang 300 students, 2 sections per grade level, ng 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? So, together with they consider as well the feedback. This time, hindi na yung estudyantes nila. They ask, and they gather data, feedback from 20 teachers. So they use that in revision again. So after that, syempre, nagkaroon na ng statistical analysis. At salamat daw sa Diyos, ay ang content validity ba yun, sir? Ang content validity is high, and the other internal and inter-rater reliability ay acceptable. So, they go on now. They revised, and after so many meticulous stages in having this RMA, they finalized now the test items together with the scoring guide, and the answer sheet this time was not recommended. Why? The answer sheet now is not recommended. Kasi kung mag-ano daw tayo ng answer sheet pa, it's a waste of paper, something like that. Although mayroon namang pondo, at they found out that if we're going to have a separate sheet or an answer sheet for that items or RMA tool, nangyayari, mahirap sa checking. Hindi nila makita kung nasaan. Minsan may nami-misplace. Hindi rin nila alam kung totoo itong trabaho gawa ng mga bata. So what they want is, when they want to have these test items one-to-one. At doon sasagot mismo sa test questions. Parang hindi naman talaga masaya kasi talagang ang dami. You imagine ilan ba yung estudyante namin? Almost 6,000. Yung 7 to 10. Ay, Diyos ko, baka ako'y puti na lalo na ang buhok, ay hindi pa kami tapos mag-stapler man lang. Because I have given those materials to mathematics teachers, stapled and read and packed. Ginawa ko siya 4 pages lamang. Kaya lang, sumala pa rin ako doon. Kung gagawin namin 1:1 and they will not be using a separate sheet for their answers, then medyo masikip na para sa sagot nila. But it's alright. May paraan doon. May mga gilid-gilid naman. Pwede nila doon ilagay yung sagot nila. Ganun yun. 16 pages naman, ay kung magba-back to back, 8 pages din lang naman yon. Pero mahirap, lalo na't maraming estudyante, mahirap ang mag-staple. So hindi naman waste of time, kundi mag-spend tayo ng oras para doon. Alam ko naman kung gaano ka-hectic yung schedule ng teacher. I know the feeling of being a teacher. I've been in the teaching teaching field when for almost 30 years. Yun lang naman ako halos naging head teacher ng math. Bali magsa 7 years pa lang. Kaya I know the feeling. Content. And number expressions, data, coordinates, points, triangles, variables, equations, and graphs, and circles. These are the foundational content they found in the Matatag curriculum. So, foundational topics, foundational content, wherein it has a link to other grade levels. Okay? Ano napansin nyo dito sa ating TOS na to? So, in consideration with the cognitive processes, yung knowing, interpreting, applying, and reasoning. Okay. Ano napansin ninyo? Maliwanag ba? Kasi naman in-screenshot ko lang yan. Ano nakita ninyo? Pare-parehas bang kulay? Bakit kaya? Have you seen this legend below? Okay. Those green ones are intended for the grade 7 learners. Okay? Those green ones are intended for grade 7 learners. So, the developers of this are expecting that the grade 7 learners can achieve or can get the correct answer for these numbers. And how many numbers do we have for the green ones? There are 21 numbers. So, they developed 47 items. That means to say, almost na yan. Nasa halfway na tayo, di ba? Hindi naman 50% kasi 21 lang siya. Mas marami. Majority of the numbers are from the grade 7 curriculum or competencies. Those are the foundational competencies that considered to be critical when it comes to foundational content.
Okay, good morning po sa lahat. So, tinatanong po yung experience regarding dito sa ating ARMA ay talaga po namang ang daming feedback na nanggaling po sa ating mga teachers kasi kami po ay ongoing ang ginagawang ARMA. Yung ARMA natin ngayon. At sa kasalukuyan po ay tapos na. Ongoing, tapos na. Ay talaga pong, sabi po ng mga teachers, ay napakahirap po noong 47 items at talagang hindi po kakayanin ng mga bata. At naroon po sila sa, di po, 5. Bali, below proficient. Nasa below proficient, low proficient at no proficient po ang naging score.
Thank you very much, Ma'am. Yun, readiness test yun. Kasi early on, nakapagbigay sila ng test. Eh, paano na kaya ito nabigyan natin ng mga input na? Siguro, hindi na yung magpo-fall sa not proficient or low proficient. Teachers 8, 9, and 10 to think of things that how can we help these learners to improve their mathematical abilities.